Hello and welcome to another Anime Studio tutorial. My name is Gustavo Guzman. In this tutorial I will be teaching you how to use Anime Studio in order to generate game character models for your game engine. I found it to be a really great way to create characters for video games. As far as exporting, minimal knowledge is required. I mean, pretty much anyone can do it. Let's begin. Let me just load in my character, which you will immediately recognize as a very popular game characters from the 1990s. As you notice, the bounding box around it was purposely created that way so that when I export it, there's just enough to keep the character in frame. It's the old saying goes, waste not, want not. From here, we check in all our parameters, project settings. We make sure the background is as dark as possible without it being completely black. The reason for this is that although a lot of people use with traditional game designing, we use background colors such as magenta or green just to separate their characters from the background, which then becomes a transparent alpha. In this case, that can work against the character. Since the edges are smooth, putting something like magenta in it will create a ghost around the character edges. The width 189, the height 450, which is just fine for my character. The frame rate is 24. I'll be stepping down to about half of that. We'll then go to export animation, anti-alias edges, keeps the edges nice and smooth. Apply shape effects, apply layer effects. For this specific characters, just fine. Extra smooth edges is really not necessary, at least for this character. Use NTSC safe colors, love using that. Although it steps down the colors, it brings down the vibrance in the colors, it ensures that the colors are able to play well on a computer monitor as well as on a TV monitor to avoid bleeding colors. I like to keep my output format as PNG, works just fine for me. Here you select the folder, your working folder. As you can see, the frames are already generated. I already previously generated the frames, so we won't need to do any of that. We can now, once the frames are generated, we can now move into importing into GameMaker. What we do, we create sprite, edit sprite, add sprite from file, select your first file, hold control, hit A for all, select OK. As you can see, nice colors. You will notice a little limp there, usually due to the last layer. Usually select that layer, remove it, and click OK. Once that's done, center the crosshair on my character, click OK, go to object, create object, select my sprite, hit OK, go to room, create room, and center my character. Then all I have to do is hit run, and there you have it. As you may notice, the character is running quite fast. That can easily be fixed in GameMaker by adjusting the character's frame rate. Well, I hope this quick tutorial was useful. Hope you learned something from it, and I look forward to seeing you all again. Thanks for watching.